You might yawn in the next 30 seconds just from watching this. Not because you're tired, not because you're bored, but because your brain is running a process you have absolutely no control over. Contagious yawning is one of the strangest things your brain does automatically. And the reason it happens reveals something uncomfortable about how your mind actually works. This is why you can't stop yourself from yawning when someone else does. And why try and stop it makes it worse. First, what actually happens when you yawn? Your mouth opens. Your jaw drops as far as it can go. You inhale deeply. Your eardrums stretch. And for a brief moment, your entire face resets. Scientists still debate the exact purpose of yawning, but the leading theory is that it regulates brain temperature. When your brain overheats slightly from tiredness, boredom, or intense focus, yawning draws in cool air and increases blood flow. It's essentially a cooling mechanism. That's why you yawn when you wake up, when you go to sleep, when you're bored, and when you're nervous before something important. Olympic athletes yawn immediately before competing. Paratroopers yawn before jumping. Your brain uses it as a reset button at moments of high demand. But none of that explains why seeing someone else yawn triggers the exact same response in you. That part is completely separate and far stranger. In the 1990s, neuroscientists in Italy made an accidental discovery that changed how we understand the human brain. They were studying motor neurons in monkeys, the neurons that fire when the animal performs an action. When a monkey reached for food, specific neurons fired. But then something unexpected happened. When a monkey simply watched a scientist pick up food, the exact same neurons fired. Without the monkey moving at all, these became known as mirror neurons. Cells that activate both when you perform an action and when you observe someone else performing that same action. When you see someone yawn, your mirror neurons fire, as if you were yawning yourself. Your brain simulates the experience internally, and that simulation is strong enough to trigger the real physical response. Your jaw drops. Your lungs expand. You yawn, even though nothing in your body actually needed it. Here's where it gets genuinely fascinating. Contagious yawning is directly linked to empathy. Not loosely connected, directly linked. Multiple studies found that people who score higher on empathy tests are significantly more susceptible to contagious yawning. If you find yourself yawning constantly around other people, that's not a sign of rudeness. It's a sign of a highly active mirror neuron system. People with conditions that reduce social awareness show significantly reduced contagious yawning. The social connection is that fundamental. Dogs yawn contagiously when their owners yawn, and they do it more with familiar owners than strangers. The bond matters. The closer the relationship, the stronger the effect. Quick question: are you yawning right now? Let me know in the comments. Because statistically, about half of you should be by this point in the video. Not everyone catches yawns. And the reason why tells you something about how your brain is wired. Children under the age of 4 almost never catch yawns. The mirror neuron system responsible for social mimicry isn't fully developed yet. Susceptibility peaks in adulthood and gradually decreases again in older age. Your social brain is most active in your 20s and 30s. Interestingly, when you're extremely tired or distracted, contagious yawning decreases. Your brain is too occupied with its own state to simulate someone else's. And if you're not paying attention to the person yawning, you won't catch it. The trigger requires conscious or subconscious visual processing of the yawn itself. People who are blind from birth don't catch yawns visually, but they do catch them from audio. Hearing someone yawn is enough to trigger the same response. Beyond the social side, yawning does something measurable to your brain every single time it happens. Each yawn increases cerebral blood flow by a measurable amount. It delivers a small but real boost of oxygen to your prefrontal cortex, the part responsible for focus and decision-making. This is why yawning actually helps you stay alert in boring situations. It's not surrender to tiredness. It's your brain actively fighting it. The stretching of the jaw also activates pressure receptors that send additional alertness signals to the brain. The bigger the yawn, the stronger the effect. Some researchers now suggest that deliberately yawning, forcing a wide, exaggerated yawn, can measurably improve focus for several minutes afterward. That Olympic athlete yawning before the race wasn't nervous or tired. Their brain was optimizing itself for maximum performance, using the oldest reset mechanism it has. Second question for you. Did you yawn more watching this video than you expected? Tell me below, because your answer actually says something real about how your mirror neurons work. You yawn to cool your brain. You catch other people's yawns because your mirror neurons simulate their experience inside your own mind. And the more empathy you have, the harder it is to stop. Next week, we're covering why you can't look away from something disgusting even when you desperately want to. Your brain has a reason for it, and it's the same system that just made you yawn. Subscribe so you don't miss it. New video every week. And if you yawn during this video, drop a comment. I want to know.